Remember to check out the main channel. My video called A Brief Defense of DMC Devil May Cry is out now, and I'm currently working on an Ultimate Defense video series for Batman Arkham Knight. So if you're watching in the far future, check it out. Anyways, hello, ladies and gamers. Have you played Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? Well, I'm sure you know of it, since it's been all over the internet. Even before it came out, it was all over Twitter, and there are tons of videos on it. So, I'm going to treat you like you know most of the parts of the story. But I will go over the clone theory evidence. I plan to make this short and insightful video that doesn't waste your time. Track 1, the evidence. I'm just going to blow through these because if you clicked on this video, you've probably already seen the comic story and clip. The first one is Flash's finger. During the events of the game, Flash gets his finger cut off before getting brainwashed, then after brainwashed, he has his finger back. The second one is the green ring. It doesn't work right. During the Green Lantern fight, the ring doesn't act correctly. Then King Shark uses it, and it doesn't act right either, you know, because the ring should either have flown away or chose another person or something. Third, Superman doesn't react to green kryptonite properly. He gets stabbed with it, and he doesn't die. Fourth, Brainiac says, "You've killed my Justice League," implying that they're his version of the Justice League. Lastly, we know from Lex that their DNA is altered. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's get into the meat. Track 2. I'm starting to think, yeah, I'm back. Okay, so since you sat through the boring stuff, I'll give you one of the biggest problems right off the bat. Then we'll go from small to big. So if Brainiac can clone people, why doesn't he have multiple versions of the Justice League? Why not have 10 Flashes, 20 Batmen? And especially, why can't he clone the Green Lantern ring? Surely all of the Brainiac's forces should have these weapons of some sort, or these abilities. And some of you may say, well, they do. There are Green Lantern and Flash enemy types. Well then, smarty pants, I have a counter. Only a fraction of Brainiac's army has these abilities, and these abilities don't come near the abilities of the Justice League. So in that case, just make more Justice Leaguers. What's stopping Brainiac from doing this? Well, Brainiac needs time. No. You can't say that either. If it takes him about 3 weeks to make one of them, that could be understandable. However, Batman, Green Lantern, and Superman, it would take time. Again, understandable. However, Flash gets brainwashed under 3 to 4 days with a D. Let's jump into some other problems. If the Justice League's DNA is altered, why are the yellow shards and the gold kryptonite worked against them? In Batman's little video, he comes up with a plan to stop all the Leers, so why didn't he just inform Brainiac to alter their DNA to combat this? It's Batman's plan. He should know it. And we know that Batman was there before because he obviously fought Robin there. Also, if we're altering the DNA, why not stop there? Why not buff the Justice League? And what I mean by this is, why not give the Flash flight, or Green Lantern speed, or Batman literally any superpower that gives him an edge? This also brings us to the problem of Elseworlds. If Brainiac has taken down other worlds of the Justice League, why doesn't Brainiac have clones of them? They should be ready to go, right? So getting closer to the end here, I think that something like this is true and what they were going for. But the thing that I find funny is that if the League comes back, or our clones, then tell me, are we really killing the Justice League? At what point does it count as false advertising? And this leads to a bigger problem I want to point out. I have had many people come up with the fact that the game's story isn't finished. And to that, I say, why? Track 3. The movie is perfect. Goodbye. I get it. Not every game can be finished, but most of it needs to be done. I'm okay with giving some slack, but my ginger 12 to 13 other Brainiacs and the Justice Leaguers aren't dead? So, what has this whole game been about? Don't say the characters, because that's flat out wrong. There's zero depth and arcs to any of these characters. Maybe I'll give that another time, but put it simply, the main story completely lacks any depth or purpose. The purpose is the main problem. I think the main reason why this theory has spread is to avoid killing the Justice League bit. But to those who believe in this theory, I don't doubt the fact that the Justice League will be revived. However, this doesn't fundamentally change the story. Clone or not, Batman should have killed the squad the first time he met them. Clone or not, Green Lantern should have grabbed the squad at the beginning of the game instead of playing tour guide. Clone or not, Flash should have easily beaten the squad like he did Lex. Clone or not, Superman needs far more screen time. Oh my god, he only gets like a handful of lines, man. Them being clones doesn't change the overall story. They still make stupid choices throughout the whole game. In fact, I'm gonna say a bit of a hot take, so get ready. The Justice League are the best characters in the game. There are mountains of dialogue with the Justice League talking to each other. The only one I can't say this for is Superman, but even Superman's handful of lines has some genuine depth. How they interact, how they talk is really on point. Funny enough, they get better writing, in terms of depth, than the actual protagonist. To tie this all up, another point against me in this story is that the story is unfinished. So, I recently played the campaign for Destiny 1. While the campaign left a lot of doors open, it had a satisfying ending. We come to life, we went to the Awoken, we find a mysterious figure, and sure, the story isn't great, and it's hard to say even good, but we killed a god and got a little speech at the end. In Kill the Justice League, we get to kill Brainiac, only to find out that there are more Brainiacs that you can't kill yet. And if the Justice League comes back, the ending of the base story is even more useless. Even Redfall... Oh. I was going to praise the ending of Redfall, but I'd rather not. The sad part is that I really love the gameplay of this game. I think it's really solid, but the story is just awful. Maybe next time I'll talk about the ridiculous amount of plot armor or Defendant's gameplay. Either one could happen. So maybe I'll make a video on it on the main channel sometime. So if you're interested, please check out the main channel. And I just want to say it's okay to disagree with me on this. This is just a theory after all, and you're not wrong for simply liking a game. Also, don't forget to check out the main channel. I mentioned that already, but I'll mention that again. This has been Splinter333, and leave me be.